Okay, I'm at Panther Creek Cave. From the main tube, I'm on the first big right side tube. So I'm basically at the side tube that's across the main tube from the U-shaped side tube, if that makes any sense. Anyway, I don't remember how far back this goes, but I didn't bring a map with me. Saturday when I bring other people, I'll bring a map with me. I'll have to remember to print that out the day before. Might send them digital copies too, so that they can print out their own copy if they want. Like, look at this. Most of the cave here is gray. It's got some brown stuff on it. It's got like one light patch here. Interesting. But look how big the cave is. Huge cave. And look how big the ceiling is here. And then it gets even taller. Oh, what the heck? It's fogging up again. Wait. Okay, I'm going to turn up the light to 100% for a second. Wow. See? There's a spot where the ceiling's even taller. What's funny, there's really good formations up there. Man, look how... You see your breath. That's not smoke, that's moisture. It's like 100% humidity. Yeah, I don't think you could tell very well with my camera. Oh, come on, focus, you fool. But yeah, there's nice formations up there. All you need is a 40-foot ladder. Maybe 50 to be safe. Pretty sure I've never been up there. Boy, would I like to. All right, so let me turn my light back down to... I'm gonna leave it at 50%. Hopefully my camera lens... Oh, shoot. See, when it gets fogged up, it doesn't even want to focus anymore either. All right, hopefully. My camera lens is fogging up. I don't know if this video is going to come out very well. Might have to come back later in the year and try again. Let's see how it goes. Look at the floor now, almost no breakdown. It's just solid rock. By cave standards, very, very smooth. And now I don't know what the heck is the circle for. Oh, what the heck? Shoot. Now, there's a breakdown pile. I was just saying how there's no breakdown, all of a sudden there's a nice big pile of breakdown. That's why nobody listens to me. All right, here we go. And of course, above the breakdown pile is where the ceiling broke down. So now you know where rocks come from. The stork doesn't actually bring them. All right. Cool thing about a breakdown pile like this, gives me a higher vantage point to look ahead. Look behind. Okay, that's the way I came. How's that for a big no duh? All right. Before I go down though, I saw something cool on the ceiling. Look at that. There's a small formation. Really small stalactite, like 1 inch long. Wow. See, when you can see my breath, my camera lens wants to focus on the fog instead of the cave. Again, here's another breakdown pile. And above it, there's another place where the ceiling broke down. Should be kind of obvious then, if you've been watching my video. Wow. Here you can see that it was the wall. The breakdown came from the wall, not the ceiling. Crazy, huh? Notice how uneven the shape is. Instead of a perfect arch shape, it like bulges out weird in different directions. I'm assuming that means there were gases building up pressure and it was like bulging out wherever the wall was the weakest. Now look at this. See if I can get this on video. All right, I'll just turn up the light to 100% real quick. See how the ceiling suddenly gets lower? That could mean there's an upper level ahead. We'll see. All right, so I'm back to 50%. Hopefully my light won't overheat. Notice there's a pile of rocks here. It could be a breakdown, but when people are trying to climb up here, it obviously doesn't go anywhere. If there's an upper level, the entrance isn't here. Something to think about. Wow. Notice how much lower the ceiling is. About 7 feet tall. So I'm still standing up. With my helmet on and boots on, I'm a little over 6 feet. Oh, you know what? We're probably near the end because I see some graffiti. A lot of people get to the end and then mark their territory like their dogs. So look, here's another spot where the ceiling bulges up. This is probably a gas in here, like hydrogen sulfide or water or something. Pressure pushed up. Tried to rise. Didn't quite make it. Oh, wow, look at this here. Ceiling's getting lower and lower and lower. There's people's names, Fresh Vandals, 1987. Okay, so check it out. This is the end for real. Well, okay. How badly do you want to crawl? Okay. If you don't mind a belly crawl, you could obviously go back dozens of feet. But I am by myself. I'm very lazy. I'm not going any farther. So, as far as I'm concerned, that is the end of the cave. So now I'm going to turn around, go back the way I came. Probably without getting lost because this side tube didn't branch out at all. All right. Here's some white paint, just like the graffiti back there. Oh boy. Unfortunately, there's no way to keep people from doing that other than, limit the number of people in here. More people usually means more trouble. So, as you can see, there was no upper level that we can get into. Now, whether there's another cave above us or something, I couldn't say. But at least now you know where to look, right? But like these patterns, see, the bare rock itself is gray and it's not smooth. And then that brown stuff, like sand or something, got in there. Wow. Now you know why this whole pattern, this whole ceiling has that pattern. Wow. Such a cool cave. I just wish people wouldn't spray paint it like that, though. The arrows are bad enough, but writing your name, I mean, come on, you did that in first grade. You should have outgrown that by now. Oh, that's funny. I saw this shape, thought it might be a bat. Obviously, it's a rock, not a bat. I haven't seen any bats in this cave today. I don't think I will. There's probably bats hibernating in the winter, but this is late July, I think, or early August, somewhere in there. So, yeah. Oh, boy. So here's something interesting. Look how much of that brown stuff there is here. It's like concentrated in one area and even comes down onto the floor. Some of this I think is just mud that's dropped in from the ceiling. Like you see here how the cracks are the darkest spot. So that's probably how that stuff's getting through, by dripping in from the land above. There's a nice forest around here. On the other hand, look at this huge crack. There's apparently nothing there. So not all cracks are the same. It's another breakdown pile. Notice the rock above is mostly red. But look at this. There's a formation on the ceiling there. And likewise, there's white mineral deposits up there. I'll go ahead and go up there. I didn't really notice these on the way in. Yeah, see? There's a couple cool white spots there and over there. Wow. Well, the battery is on my light and camera, almost dead. I'm gonna go ahead and keep using them until they die. Maximize, you know. Oops, hang on a second. When it's foggy, my camera focuses on the fog instead of the cave wall. Look at that shape. Cool. Wow. It's so humid here. It's not like a sauna, because the sauna will be warmer. It's probably like 55 degrees Fahrenheit in here. It's nice and cool. I got my jacket on, but I have my zipper unzipped. Probably could do this without, look at that. There's a hole in the ceiling. There's really good stuff up there, but I can't get up there. In fact, if you look carefully, it's like a formation there next to the hole. Man, I want to get up there. Somebody want to buy me a 100-foot ladder for Christmas? Hopefully someday they'll invent like a scissor lift with legs. They could just walk into a place like this. But then you'd need to protect the cave, make sure it has big pads so it has low ground pressure and all that. In fact, you'd probably have to have 8 legs or something. Oops, not again. My stupid camera focus. There we go. Anyway. Well, this is 2025. We're just beginning the age of artificial intelligence. So it is possible that we'll, in a few decades, have robots that can be handy in places like this. Sure, they're going to start with, you know, factories, service, businesses, amusement parks, then expand to, you know, people's homes, personal assistants everywhere. Just like these days, everybody has electricity, everybody has water, everybody has a cell phone. I suspect in 100 years, everybody's going to have their own robot. The robot will be your professional witness. The robot will be your bodyguard. The robot will be your assistant for pretty much anything. Of course, the real question is, will the robots be programmed so they can't break the law? That's going to be an interesting debate, because it might not even be possible. For one thing, you'd have to teach the robot all the laws. It's like one of the problems they have with driverless cars now. You have to teach the robot all the traffic laws. Imagine if your robot had to know the laws of self-defense and so on too. Could get interesting. I suspect there's going to be a lot of lawsuits, a lot of unfriendly debates, uncivilized debates, possibly even violent protests. It's going to be really interesting. I probably won't live long enough to see all that, but hopefully some people will. See, the thing is, I like to have my camera focused right in the middle, but when I'm pointing down the tube, sometimes the middle is too dark. So that's, oops, okay, speaking of dark, I gotta stop.